G'day YouTube, Down the Bricks here. What you building? Today I've got a flashback face-off review for you, and going head to head we have two MTTs. On the right we are stepping back 10 years to 2007 for the trade Federation MTT set 7662, has 1,330 pieces, comes with 21 minifigures if you include the Droideka as a minifigure, and on the left we have the MTT from 2014. It is set 75058, has 954 pieces, 12 minifigures. And I'm pretty excited about this face-off because no matter what you think about Episode 1 Phantom Menace, you have to agree that there was some very cool ships and crafts in that movie, and the MTT is one of those. When in the battle, when they first rolled up and the battle droids started to pile out of these MTTs, it was pretty cool. Now these are big builds packed with play features, so lots to get into. Let's get started. We'll start with the 2007 minifigs. So we get a Droideka here. Now I wouldn't necessarily call this a minifig myself. It is listed as a minifig on Brickset, but I do think it's a very cool little build. We do get the nice copper colour to it. You can adjust the cannons. I look from the back, and from the front he's very cool. Now it's an all battle droid affair with the 2007 model, so we get two pilot droids on the left in blue. In the middle we get the battle droids. We get 16 of those, and we also get two security battle droids in red. So starting with the 2007 model, I have put a battle droid down in front just so you can see how big this set is. Now the first thing to notice is the paneling down the side, how well covered in this set is. I mean, we do get a little gap here, that's just to open this side panel, but really considering the whole thing is built on a Technic chassis, it is very well hidden. And if we just lift this up here, you can see a little bit of that chassis underneath, and we'll come all the way up. There it is under there. We do get some wheels as well under here, so the whole thing does roll very nicely. I'm very impressed with the detail that LEGO have used for this set. So we get a lot of dark bluish grey throughout the build here, some very nice greebling down underneath, and just the use of different types of bricks just to give that added effect. On the side here we come down to our cannons at the front. So these cannons are on a ball joint, you can rotate them around, and here you can see the big bay doors where the battle droids come out from. Down this side is just as impressive. We do have these knobs here, and that is to roll out the battle droids, so we'll get to that shortly. And a look from the back reveals more awesome detailing right down to the back door here. Have a look at that greebling, very nice. So now it's time to start getting inside this beauty and having a look at some of the play features, and there is panels all over this. First we can lift up the back door there, and out comes a vehicle, and we can just lift the little dish up, and there's our little vehicle there. It's very cool. So the good thing about this is we get all different types of cargo that we can actually put in the back of this. So it's very, very cool. I'll show you that in a little bit more detail. Now we also have these side panels as well that come down. We have one each side, and you can see this bar inside here, and that just slots into the bottom there, so you can actually just push that in like that and then close it all up. Now to show you the cockpit of the MTT, we can lift these side panels down here, each side. These ones are a little stiff, and we can see our pilot in there, but you can get access just by lifting this top hatch back, and then you can lift your pilot out, and this whole piece comes right out, and there's your pilot. Has a little display panel there, and you'll see that all of these pieces are all exactly the same, and that just shows you that you take this little vehicle, you can take that out and you can put this one in. I'm not really sure why you would have that. I guess you could have him taking the MTT pilot to his craft and a crane taking him up and dropping him in, I guess. But it's very cool that these are all interchangeable. And now just drop him back in there, close it up, now for the next opening panel, you can just lift this side panel up here on both sides, and here we can see our battle droids down in here ready to be deployed. And again, here we have another rack of weapons that go, you guessed it, straight into the little craft here to take the weapons to the troops. And if you're wanting to leave those weapons on there, you can just put the other piece back in there. See, another little storage spot. Very cool. And now for the play feature you have all been waiting for. By turning that little knob I showed you earlier, you can wind out the battle droids. And how cool is that? Actually comes out quite far, doesn't it? And now again, you can actually lift these droids out, and they are on the same panel. So there they are, all folded up, and you can take that off and drop your droids on there, and it becomes a droid carrier. And then just to put them away, you can just drop those back on there like so and wind them in. And then you just close the doors. And just to show that again, just because it's so much fun, out they come. Now before we get on to the features of the 2014 model, I just want to do a little size comparison so you can see here it is just here, believe it or not. So if we lift this up, this whole thing is hiding behind the 2007 model. So let's bring it in front, and you can see here you've got a good 4 inches, I guess, longer the 2007 is than the 2014, and you can see it is a good deal higher as well. Moving on to the 2014 minifigs, we do get one pilot droid on the left in the blue. We even get a little bit of printing on that blue torso as well. In the middle we get 6 battle droids that can hold weapons, and we do get one battle droid with the 2 bent arms. With the 2014 model we do get some variation in the minifigs. So here we have a Naboo security guard and we have PK4 droid. We get some fantastic printing on the security guard right from the torso down onto the legs, and I love the gold detailing on the hat. And a quick look from the back. And here we have Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi with their green and blue lightsabers. We get some very nice printing on the torsos down onto the legs of both minifigs, although the printing for the skin colour there on the top of the torso does not match the flesh tone of the plastic on the heads. The great printing continues on the back of the torso, really like that hairpiece on Qui-Gon, and we do get alternate face prints. Now again, starting with our battle droid down in front just for a size comparison. Again, LEGO have used some pretty good techniques here. Instead of the dark bluish grey, we get some dark brown. I do like the addition of the dark brown. There is a little bit of greebling around, but as with the other one, it doesn't do the best job of covering up the Technic chassis. If I lift that up a little bit there, you can actually see right through to the other side. If I put my hand down there, you can see my hand on the other side. So there's a lot of gaps there. You can see the Technic frame all inside, and if we lift this up again to show you underneath, you can see the gaps right through. You can see the table underneath over there. We do get the clear wheels this time. This one probably rolls a little bit better maybe. They have tried to cover it up by putting this piece on here, but it's just a little bit too small. I think they probably just could have extended these plates down a little bit more and just covered that up. That would have been better. Down along the bottom here, that is a sticker. You can see these pieces here leading down to the front cannons are a lot shorter on this model. Looking from the front, I really do like how low this comes down. It just looks like it's floating above the table surface there. A little bit more detail for the doors. Down the opposite side does look much the same. Here is the wheel for the play feature to wind the droids out. And from the back, again, I just love how it's very low to the surface there. We get some fantastic detail in the back again. None of this opens this time. This is all fixed. And starting with the panels, again, we do get these side panels you can open up. We get one each side. And now in here we do get the little weapons storage. On the opposite side we get PK4 in his little mechanic vehicle, and they just simply slide in those rails like that, one each side. And close it up. And to open up for the vehicle in this build, you can just pull back on here and the whole panel tilts back, and we have a speeder here, and you can just take off straight out of there. It is a pretty cool feature, and it's a great little build. And just slides in on these pieces here. So down inside you can see everything going on there, and if we slide that back in there like that, and it just swings around like so, and they are stickers. Onto the cockpit of the MTT, you can just lift these panels up like so, one each side, to reveal the pilot inside, and we can drop these doors down too, and that has a spring-loaded shooter. To put your pilot in and out, you can remove this piece and just slide him back in, and down goes the doors. Now it's time to bring out the droids, and we wind it, and the doors go down and out come the battle droids. It's a little bit more jerky, this one, and the unfortunate thing is we only get 6 battle droids in here. It is a pretty neat little build, this, and it's a good technique that is just sitting in that slide, and if we pull it out, so it has a little bit of resistance there. So there's our battle droids. And you can see here it actually has this rubber piece. It just sticks up enough to brush on the bottom of the plate, and that's actually what causes a friction to hold that into place. So it's pushing on the rubber there, and if we just push a little bit harder, it just slides in nicely. And then back in they go. And you have to fold the doors up. One more time. So my thoughts on these sets are, they are just amazing. I have to say, out of the two, I do prefer the 2007. Now, there's a few things on the 2014 model that they have improved on. I think the overall look of it does look a little bit better than the 2007. I love the use of the dark brown. I think it has good shape to it, and it has some very cool play features and minifigs. But for me, the winner of this face-off is the 2007. Just the sheer size of it. To have all of the 16 battle droids just piling out off the racks, I think that is just awesome. All the play features. How you can swap the different cargo items out for the little vehicle. With all the access points into it, they are just so much fun to play with. Mini-Dub, this is one of his favourite out of all my Star Wars sets. These are one of his favourites to get out and have a play with. He really does love them. So I have to say, if you've looked at these before and you thought about it and you've almost pulled the trigger, I really encourage you to go ahead and try and pick them up, because they are fantastic. I'm not sure what the second-hand market is for them. Like I said, I would lean towards the 2007. You can't really go wrong with either of them. They are both very good. And I have to say, that 2007 one, out of all of my collection, that is one of my favourite Star Wars builds. So I really hope you enjoyed this Watch Your Building review face-off. Let me know what you think about them in the comments. Please give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy the video. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.